you announce you're coming, there's actually like a group, an honorary guard of dwarves that are there to receive their king as he comes home in the big dragon boat. You guys land just off to the shore, right where you had the war
Slaughter.
where you slaughtered the Esclav that were sieging Dvergholm. That's kind of where the boat lands in the water. So long ago, exactly, where you solved that war by busting through the lines.
We walked to the front and they were like, "What's going on here?" And then a fight started.
And we went, well,
Well,
I'll open up the Dvergholm map, even though there's nothing specifically that you're going to fight there. It's just a nice image. There is the front gate of Dvergholm. A great picture by Hetman80. And then it was down.
Gate?
Yeah, the front gate of Dvergholm, and then the inside city, upper city. Looks like so. But you were met there, and you can see that that Locric's sister, as well as Oberon in some nice robes, he's sitting there smiling. He's actually wiping tears with a hanky as you guys are reaching Dvergholm.
Oh, Oberon.
yeah, it's Oberon.
Oh, Oberon.
You're such a nice guy sometimes.
I am. It pleases me so to see my friends have safely returned.
Shut up. Where's my helm? No, I don't do that. I don't say that. We've missed you too, Oberon. It's been a while.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
What has happened to you? He goes up to Galeth.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to craft some more.
And Tensenda too?
Yeah, Tensender, yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
I shall need to find a new horse.
I'm so sorry. He goes up and I'm so sorry.
What? Nothing you could do.
Do not be sorry.
No, I mean my sympathies.
Big hug.
The time for shedding tears is long past.
You know what? Now would be a good. We're going. Uker's going to try to shed a tear for Oberon to join into the. Come on.
I don't think I have forgotten about you, Uka. It is a pleasure to see you. I am so glad that you are back, and know that your belt of strength is even stronger than before. And my king, of course, he bows to excuse my presumption for not bowing when you first appeared, but I caught a glimpse of what has happened. Do not worry about it, Oberon. It's all right. Lemmy.
Hey, Oberon.
Oberon.
My friend. He leans down. How are you, my friend?
Very good, very good.
We spoke to the Norn.
Oh, shit.
We need to get the tear back to put you together.
We should have this conversation inside. Locric, the king has returned. You know, like all these dwarves are all around him, and he goes up and hugs his sister.
Does any of you guys know how to work a boat?
We'll get to that, Luker. Loker gets pulled 6 ways from Sunday in different directions as he's trying to manage his kingdom. He's handed off a lot of the power to this priest of not Moradin, of Marthamer Duin named Droda. He seems to put a lot of trust into Droda.
And we have a stack of stuff for Droda. Here, Droda. Where's some stuff?
But you are met by Braga Zelmanchar, as well as her husband Gameter, who nods to you. And then his host of friends, including Alogra, Graftanar, Ellis Lackland, and Morgrim.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh my, your tree got big.
Drink deep, grow tall.
Would you mind posing for me?
Oh, is this Hellas Lackland that's speaking? Okay.
Yes. Would you mind posing for me?
There was one adventure, for those who are watching, there's one adventure where I let them play dwarves for a night, and some of them are still attached to their dwarven single-shot characters. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aless Lackland, who is the dwarven sculptor who likes to sculpt trees out of stone,
Yep.
really likes the huge tree ant.
Braga Zelemanchar comes over to Lemmy. Lemmy, it's a pleasure to see you again. I got your messages.
Sorry, who is this again?
Lokrik's sister.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm like, who is this dude?
She doesn't have a beard.
It is very good. It's good to be back. I hope things have been peaceful around here.
I have much to tell you about the trade and the happenings with the S-Clav. But don't worry, nothing bad. But I figure you should know the details, given that you've worked so hard on brokering such a peace.
I hope it's working out.
Morgrim is there watching.
Speak when you have the time.
She nods. You're the ones that seem to be pressed for time, as always. I will let you and my brother attend to your business. Lokrik eventually he has to leave you guys for a day or so.
We can use the giants. We could teach the giants profession sailor.
Yeah, get the giants to fucking sail.
Yeah, one of us will train the giants in profession sailor.
That's pretty
maybe
cool.
Lemmy.
Yeah,
Lemmy
yeah.
should-
So, yeah, let me teach giants how to sail.
All right. Well, since it's kind of hard for me to show you when I'm small, it turns into a large earth elemental. All right, since I'm about your size now.
A bunch of us have about 5 days worth of stuff to do.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
this is how you're gonna do it.
So what
You're
are you
gonna hold
doing
this
for 5
rope
days?
here.
I guess I need Lokrik's double booked. Lokrik needs to build a foot so that Oberon can enchant the foot. Uker needs Lokrik to help him with a retraining a feet. So it's 5 days to retrain a feet. It's however many days to make a foot. And then, yeah.
Okay. Lokrik could probably make a foot in 5 days.
Okay, so we need 10 days now.
With his mythic craft. Alright, so Lokrik sends people away and then sits down with Oberon to craft a mithril foot.
I just get disconnected. What?
Mithril foot.
does-
What's this? Why is everything mithril all the time?
Because he can.
and it's a mithril mind.
Yep.
Mine.
So the mithril foot will probably cost them... what is the cost of mithril per pound?
A mithril shield.
Map tools just pooped itself. Oh, no, it's back. It's weird.
Mithril.
Mithril objects are 500 gold pieces per pound.
Okay, so it's 2,500 just for the mithril.
Okay.
And then, is there anything you want the foot to do?
There's some
Basket.
janky rules for prosthetic feet and legs, but probably I just wanted to just act as a foot. I don't think I needed to do anything. We can worry about other enchantments later.
Okay. So Oberon puts some enchantments on it so that at least the digits will
It's
kind of
animate?
move and it's a little bit animate. Yep. For all intents and purposes, it acts like a foot. They measure out your left foot to create an exact and opposite replica.
Yep.
And Oberon has this ingenious way of using a mirror and kind of makes molds and that sort of thing. And Lokrik creates the foot. It has a surprising number of moving parts. Kind of looks like a like the parts
greave,
of the,
probably.
Yeah, the metal parts of the shoe.
A sabaton is what that is.
Going up under the ankle. But very, very thin slips of mithril. It is a magic item. We'll say it's a third level caster magic item with an animation on it. And it takes them 2 days, and Oberon, it takes, we'll say, a total of 5 days to craft the foot.
Well then.
I don't know where the money's coming from. So
What's the cost of it?
2,500 for the mithril and 1,000 for the magic.
I can afford that. I'll mark that off. 3,500.
Factory.
Okay.
Okay.
This brings us to Vine the Fifth. So basically, craft Galith's foot and affix said foot to Galith. Oberon had a bunch of ideas about, putting in boots of speed into it, or maybe even like the speed quality of armor, and Lokrik and you basically convince him that just animate is enough for now.
Give him a cybernetic eye that shoots searing light.
Get a greater crown of blasting put into the eye socket as a Slavos item. That's not a terrible idea.
Where's Remy-Ne?
Remy-Ne betrayed us
He betrayed us and fled like a coward.
and fled.
He looks shocked at this.
He showed his true colors.
But he
a lot
was
of things-
family, he says.
Yeah, that's why.
Are you sure it wasn't a misunderstanding?
Yeah.
When I was a little bit younger, my cousin tried to kill me. So sometimes family is a bunch of jerks.
I'm so sorry to hear. This world is so cruel.
That story, my story didn't end well.
I also have something for you, Galith. I've completed your crown of swords.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Holy fuck, I totally forgot I even asked for that.
And you, Lemmy-O. Your headband of inspired wisdom is complete, and I was even able to twist into it the phylactery of positive channeling.
Excellent. Excellent overall, thank you.
Okay, subtract the 20,250 gold that this thing cost.
Oh, that's already done, yeah.
Okay, and then the 3,000 gold for the crown of swords.
I already subtracted that.
All right, do you guys need? Please paste these onto your sheet so they don't disappear.
Already updated, already done.
Okay. And then Remy-Ne had purchased a robe of blending. Whatever should we do with it now?
Who did Remy well, what's it do?
It is a guileful device. I felt very dirty while creating it. Once per day, this simple wool robe can allow you to assume a humanoid form as per the Alter Self spell. It lasts for about an hour, although you can take it off at will. The strange thing about this is that while you're in the form, you can also understand and speak the basic racial language of the form that you take. For example, if you turn into an Orkneska, you might be able to speak Orc.
Sounds like it would be useful from time to time.
Yes.
It's
Unfortunately,
interesting, but
it would just serve as a reminder of his treachery.
That's right, we should burn everything. Burn it all!
Who has a robe slot? I think robes are body slots, so... And who wants to turn into...
not
people.
interested.
1 second.
Mark, they're giving away Remy's magic items now.
It's a crime, is what it is. I think Oberon, being the good person that he is, would package up Remy's things, find him by scrying, and then have it sent to him.
Planar FedEx.
Planar FedEx.
No, I don't think that's how that's gonna work.
That's funny. You're a funny guy.
Funny guy like you. You're funny.
I'll kill you last.
Uker, Lemmy, Galeth, Lokrik? Lokrik doesn't want it.
doesn't know what
Uker
the
does
fuck
have a
he's gonna
body
do.
slot open. He could. I don't know. I don't mind turning into things. It's as per alter self,
Yep.
so it's a +2 size bonus to strength.
Yep.
Uker will
Turn
take
into
it.
Uker.
Okay. he lays the cloth down.
Turn into yourself.
I would turn into another human.
Lokrik, I have finished your diadem. It will make you much more influential. And then Uker, I am most proud of this creation. Your belt of strength is complete.
He's holding it over his head like a wrestler. Yeah!
Turn bitch.
Lokrik, have you... let's just see. Did he subtract the coin?
I subtracted this coin. 30 strength walking around!
Yeah, I don't
Nice.
I don't think I did.
$32 as a werewolf. 38 werewolf with rage.
I'll just make a note. I'll update Lokrik's later. Says Oberon.
That was quite a lot of crafting, he says.
We need to do a thing to make up for problem.
Which problem?
As
Which problem? Pick one.
We need a gift for King.
Gift for king. How about a son?
Well, that would be a good gift. I was thinking more the Lenorm.
What would you do with the Norm?
You kill it and leave it on King's doorstep.
why do we need to give a gift to the king? I thought we were already.
You know the
acting on
betrayal
behalf-
that Remy did? That betrayal was taking one of my crewmen, which
You
is the
know what
king's
he's
son,
going to ask us to do, right?
and giving
We're
him to
gonna have
the
hunt down
Norns.
Remy and bring him back. No father is going to let his son go unavenged, especially not a king.
His son isn't dead, though. He's just betrayed.
I don't know where his son is.
We don't even know that his son's alive. He might as well be dead for as angry as a king will be.
Sacrifice to the Norns? What?
Oberon's just he takes a seat, like...
We
And
trusted.
does he start to cry?
Yeah, he's just like, but we trusted him.
And we were foolish to do so.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad idea.
Lemmy just puts his hands up in the air like, hey, yeah.
Why didn't you warn us, Lemmy?
Go watch the episode from 10 weeks ago.
I'm so sorry. If there's anything that I can do, says Oberon.
So there's many things we need to finish. Let's finish them off in Vosgard first. We need to find Azzy and finish him as well.
I need Lokrik to teach me his swing. I need Lokrik to swing.
Yeah, Lokrik is willing to train his buddy.
And you need to train giants how to...
Lokirk's willing to swing with Uker, is he? Okay.
I already did. I already did train the giants.
Okay, so did you spend the gold?
Where the hell am I spending the gold?
Well, we take it out of the party stuff, Captain. If we're gonna pull out your
they're
big
8th level characters. It's
2,000 gold to train 5 of them.
yeah.
The captain's making a sandwich right now because he's bloody hungry.
Fuck, you're making me hungry. Last time I ate was like 3 p.m. No, 2 p.m.
My throat really hurts, so sucks.
Party pages. I'm gonna go to loot. I'm just gonna subtract 2 grand off of the cache in there.
Gareth, Lemmy-O, Uka, Lokrik. Shall I be joining you again?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
could have the wizard with us again.
Yes. I am the wizard, he says.
Which is
Yes,
true.
you are the wizard. We need...
His confidence obviously shaken.
It has been shaken.
As you guys are telling stories of going to the Norns and fighting shit. And he's
Losing
like,
body parts.
oh.
So,
Like, oh, hey, heard about this.
Oberon, we need you to use your big brain and all the books to know everything about Tarn Norn.
There is a library here.
Oh, yes, there are several collections.
You come, we swing.
Perhaps if I...
Granted, if anyone gives you a hard time, send them to me directly.
Excellent. Some of the dwarves are rather prickly about it.
Fine, I'll go and bring you there myself.
Thank you. I really wasn't looking forward to a confrontation, says Oberon.
Oh, you giant puss! Oh my god! I didn't want to bother them.
Looker goes and brings Oberon to the library. Mark,
Yes.
have you decided what kind of giant your character?
Yes, he could be a storm giant, who are chaotic good traditionally, but he is half giant, so I guess he can veer from that somewhat. Or slag giants are typically neutral.
Slag giant or storm giant?
Green giant.
Aren't you lawful because you're a monk?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, storm giant works. Slag means that you might actually be from Dvergholm.
Virgo, yeah.
How did they hide away some mythic hero, though? Oh yeah, by the way,
In the
there's this
basement.
guy.
Maybe he wasn't.
Maybe,
Maybe,
and hear me out, I was in the dungeons, placed there by Lokrik's cousin, and it took some sorting out. Because this party's not so good at picking up the loose strings that may exist.
Or he could have been on a pilgrimage to the priest people, and has just returned.
Yeah, what god does he worship, if any?
Hang on.
You part of some order?
Heimdall.
Oh,
Okay. Pretty cool.
Okay, you coup.
Unless there's a dwarven equivalent, I'm sure there is, but or there's no giant equivalent, but
yeah, you're probably half giant living amongst men folk, or
Yeah.
What is the other half, by the way?
I was just gonna say human.
Okay. So slag or storm? There are
I'll go
slag. There are slag.
You know what?
giants that live.
You know what? Let's go half dwarf. Can we do that?
Yes.
That's some messed up shit. I'm doing that.
Yes.
Half dwarf, half
Big
giant.
little giant.
He is a stocky bastard.
So basically, you're the strange mixture of slag giant and dwarf,
Dwarf.
and Lokrik is your sovereign, is your king, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, how much alcohol was drank that night?
Oh boy.
You sought out. You did go to a pilgrimage to
Upsa Muscala.
Upsa
Muscala.
Rupsala.
Upsa Rupsala. I'm just making sounds that all have the right number of
Yeah.
syllables.
Yeah,
That's
I was on a pilgrimage to Oprah Salad. Magic items for you, magic items for you, magic items for everyone.
yeah.
Ansa Rupsala. You even traveled all the way down to the Voslandic kingdom and to the capital city of Volsung there was a temple to Heimdall that is there as well. In fact, the priest of the temple of Heimdall, they have a particular Heimdall, guards something called the Bifrost, which is this rainbow bridge that goes to places.
I saw the movie, yeah.
And right, it's actually part of the lore, but the Heimdallans in Vossen Saga actually tend most to an artifact called a song gate in Buborg.
Okay.
The way that they keep the song gate acts as a big trap if people arrive here at the wrong time, and you know that they have Buborg is that huge arch of stone that they built the castles on top of. Well, they have a device that drops a chain down into the water, and they pull the gate up so that the gate is kind of like just above the water line or just below the water line, so boats can actually go through the go through the gate, or they raise it up above the water for the flying ships. So it's actually the Heimdallans that guard the devices for bringing up the gate. Give me a perception check to see if you know how they respond to incoming traffic.
Perception? Okay.
Yes, to see if you caught the trick.
Okay. There we go. 36 with a natural 20.
With a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Warriors that travel and through the gate to go and crusade, or not crusade, to go and raid on behalf of the king, they bring sheep bladders. They open the gate, throw the sheep bladder through, it then rises up to the surface, and then the Heimdallans raise the gate up so that you can go through without appearing just underwater.
Okay, so the party's about to have a kind of a bad day.
So they have this elaborate way of basically there are groups of people in boats that keep track of if the thing doesn't come up. People have come through the gate and actually drowned.
Okay.
Because they were trying to come through and attack the other side. So there is like a whole I wouldn't say economy, but there's a whole bunch of jobs involving kind of like scraping the bottom of the river and trying to bring up things of people who have used the gate wrong. So you actually met a bunch of the Heimdallan priests at Buborg on your pilgrimage. Now the pilgrimage happened. So you've been away for some time, like probably years at this point in time. Basically, you've been training as a monk. You've been to Upsa Rupsala, and then you heard that Lokrik visited Vossen Saga, but then took off on some ship, and you're like, well, shit, I never got a chance to, like, they were only there for a few days, right? And you wanted to go and actually visit and meet with the king. As a half giant, you're probably dwarven age. You can use the dwarven age category.
Okay. I'll up his age.
Yep. Because I think giants live actually longer than dwarves. Let's see. What brings you back home?
There was a coup, and then another coup.
It was just time to go back home.
Gosh, these reports from home are getting concerning.
Probably would have tried to get back in time for the coronation and would have got held up by something, and then we went on a boat the other way. Right?
Right.
And the thing that happened before the coronation was, Upsa Miskala being raffle stomped, wasn't it? Am I getting my dates wrong? It was Upsa Miskala got murdered before the coronation.
No.
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 It was after the coronation?
It was after the coronation. Yeah.
Okay, then I have my time all messed up. I don't know when my events happened.
You guys were in. You guys were in Vosen Saga when that happened.
Oh, we were in Multiverse Saga when that happened. Okay, I thought
Yeah. So
that happened while we were in Virgom.
It might have happened then, but anyways, you already had your pilgrimage. There wasn't any really point to going back. You had heard through the grapevine that that there were some coups and that Lokrik was there and that he was in town and not in town. So you just decided maybe it was just a good time to head home.
Okay.
Do we have a miniature for your dude?
At the top, he's not very dwarven looking. But,
Okay.
looking sandbox good campaign,
Yep.
and he's right at the bottom. Altagar Haskrum.
He's not very dwarf looking, but he's definitely slag giant looking. Was he called something before? Altagar.
Tarvek, but I changed the name.
Oh, that's why.
Is that a tooth? Or is that a stalactite?
I'm gonna say it's a tooth from a dragon that smoked.
Punch out the... Knock it out, beat you to death with it.
So there's Altagar, and you're medium-sized?
Yeah, with a yeah. But yeah. 7.5 feet tall though, so he's pushing it.
One of the things that has that Altagar has sought an answer to and may not have received the right answers, is that you're plagued by these dreams of very angry and very violent giants, and some sort of struggle between giants. And it's almost like there's this play of a power struggle between great and noble giants that you've managed to piece together through your dreams through over a long period of time. It's just something that you know is important, and the priests of Heimdall have told you basically that even the giant gods are gods, and perhaps your connection to both Heimdall and to others are giving you warnings. You suspect that it's something deeper than that. There's a word that you have heard whenever you've delved into this type of research. Of course, others have to tell you these things because I glanced at your skills and you've got none.
He's a monk fighter. They're not.
Knowledge? Where am I?
Ah.
What guides are for, damn it.
Right, you take a boat.
Where's this boat going? Yeah, that's where I want to go. Okay.
So this, how much do you pursue this? Like, this is a type of thing that rings in your head when you close your eyes at night and you can hear the clash and fights of giants.
Aggressively.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what brought you to the capital then. You thought there were temples and there may have been other people that could help you. We'll say, because new character, he's mythic rank 1, which I think you've already built in.
Actually, after mythic rank 2. Yeah. It was 2 mythic ranks. Ow.
You gained him real quick.
Yeah, but I had to sell a prince. Those aren't coming off. They don't fall off trees, dude. Yeah, it's already built in. Yeah.
So Altagar Haskrum. Okay. And I'm pretty sure after a while people start to notice the 10th level warrior, 10th level monk who throws people around.
Who punches things to death.
I bet he was offered Viking positions, kind of, more than a few times. Do you want on their boat?
Yeah, yeah. They probably had a full boat at that point in time. You know that one of the warriors, his name is Trud, I believe. He had been eyeing you for some time for a position. We'll say that you're also friends with several other expats from Dvergholm. His name is Grolstag Stormhammer of Thor, and his son, Grolivar the Mole. Grolivar is half human, half dwarven, whereas you're half
Dwarven, half giant.
half dwarven, half giant. So we'll say that's the two of you kind of are oddities amongst others, cursed to walk as half-breeds.
Okay.
Alas, Lackland has interest in your stories.
But this is in the capital when Grolstag, you would spend some time with them because they're expats, and we'll say that you met at a tavern. Do you drink?
Yeah, he drinks.
Okay. You were arm wrestling the crap out of these weak armed Vosgardians when Grolstag and kind of re-hooked up with you guys, and dwarves have long memories, so he introduced you to his son, who's a little bit younger than you.
You know, those that live up on the arch are the ones that know things. They are the ones that, they've got the sight. They've got the diviners. There's an oracle up there.
They don't let just anybody go up there, though.
No, but, for a friend and son of Dvergholm, I might be able to, petition.
My father has spoken to the oracle on many occasions. He is second of all the priests of Thor in the city. I'm sure she will listen. This is the Grolivar the Mole.
I'd appreciate that. A lot.
We must stick together, even if our kin does not understand us. We are still men of Dvergholm.
Damn right we are.
All right, so that
I'm
evening,
gonna teach these people how to make some damn ale too. This is pathetic.
right? The dwarven ale. So you linger for some time in the capital. This is actually back in the past, but it's probably a seminal moment that will worth role playing. You were actually summoned up. You went up into the arch, into the Buborg. You were waiting in a particular building that was kind of like a tavern, but it wasn't the kind of raucous place. It seemed to almost be empty, like maybe it's busy when the king entertains. But this creepy old man comes into the room. You know him as the Warlock, or Grandfather Warlock.
Okay.
I hear that you are looking for answers.
Yeah. He doesn't like spellcasters that much. Wizards, at least.
There is an aura around you. It takes a special eye. You're not even sure if you could see out of his eyes.
Squint, yeah.
It takes a special eye to see them. You have destiny about you.
Is that a fact?
How you tend to the garden of destiny. Do you squander it? No. He pinches your arm. You have been pounding the iron into something strong. The strongest of swords have spent time being bended of metal, tempered, and then heated, and then cooled. Your race of giant is but a tempering of bloodlines to begin with. Slag giants are but fire giants meet with stone. Yes, that is where you get your bone structure from. Stone giants. But I bet you that this doesn't hurt. And he snaps his finger and a little flame comes to the top of his hand, kind of like a little Bic lighter, and he just puts it underneath your arm. Eventually it kind of gets you, but we'll say that slag giants are fire acclimated, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of cold.
Yeah, I'll change. Yeah, I'll make a change there. Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Fire giants are giants of Sert. They're the ones that love war. But you have turned your skin into your armor and your mind into the way of fighting, like a stone giant. Interesting. Perhaps it is this mixing of bloodlines that even allowed your mother, a dwarven woman, to give birth to you. You never knew your mom.
Yeah, okay.
You were too big, and
it killed her. Yeah.
your birth was her death.
Murderer! Horrible.
Why is it that you seek answers here? What do you think you're going to find, Altagar?
I've been having dreams of wars, giants. I want to know why.
This. The echoes of the shattering of the Ordening. I have been told that the giants that are even born after this awakening of the giant race by Anam, I have been told that it still rings true, even more so in the giants that of the generations that have come afterwards. Perhaps Anam is angry that when he told his giants, go forth and let the worlds of men and others shake and tremble at your might, let there be no order anymore, no large giant over small, but all of them have dreams of becoming their own giant gods and tyrants. Perhaps in the several hundred years since he has done this, he thinks that they are lacking. Perhaps their inspiration, eat yourself to godhood as one hill giant tried to do, is not pleasing him. Perhaps in your head and the heads of the other half-giants that are out there. Perhaps someone like you could help. There are worlds that are burning, and there are people out there dying by the thousands because giants are trying to prove that they are strong. They have shed chaos and reaped destruction, and it will only be a matter of time before it comes to Vosgard again. Because Vosgard has his temple at its crown. Vosgard is the place where a Nom has a very important place. A place where I even learned all of this in my younger years. I am too old to go and face dangers such as the Norns, and to unravel the mysteries of a Nom's workings and that of the giant gods. But maybe someone who has dreams. Yes?
I just want to make sure my people are safe.
Oh. And which people are those?
Good people.
Your dwarfs. You feel kinship for them, no?
Yeah, they're my family.
Good. Good. You should not go there alone. But the Temple of Anam is far to the north, in the snowy crown of this world. I've sent some heroes to go and fetch a great club, a tooth of the hill giant god. They'll need that as well as other things. And I fear that my agent amongst them, my friend, will not be working with them any longer. Perhaps it is strength to add to their strength. Perhaps that's the way to beat them at their own game. Would you like to meet the king? And his Heroes of Aegis?
Have I heard of them?
Yeah,
I imagine.
Yeah. They're apparently they travel with a man that's stronger than giants.
Yeah, I'd love to meet them. They're heroes.
He produces a scroll.
I traveled here once when I was young, a wizard who thought that magic could solve everything. I lost my party then. I was the only one that survived.
Wizards tend to do that.
So it's called a contingency spell. Sorry to hear that.
Far to the north, there is a place where, hidden amongst the glaciers, is a great temple to Anam, where he stands at the head of his giant pantheon, his family of giants. It was there that the weapons of the giant gods were removed. It is there where I think the secrets of Anam would come tumbling out like boulders down an avalanche hill to those that reassemble such things. Here, show them, tell them that there is a little Norn that guards the temple.
I'll let him know.
This Linorm is strong, but it is not as strong as the two-headed one that they consider attacking inside the lake. It is most advisable that they attack this one first.
Okay.
Don't skip the dungeons.
This guy has such a Palpatine vibe.
He does have a bit of palpable.
My best troops are waiting on the forest moon.
This creature is called Wintergol, the Iceland Orm. It guards the Eye of Anom, the temple of the Allfather of giant kind. He considers the temple his territory and preys upon those that visit.
He's just shaking his head. Like, I understand.
You may entice them to go there. As I do know from the spirits that whisper in my ear, that somewhere in a Lenorm horde there is a thing called Aegis. I do not know exactly what it is, but I think it is connected to these heroes.
Such a horrible face that Mark's making. As he's caught.
He likes fast glue punch face. Yes.
Are you sure you want me to be the one that you're talking to? Because I only know half the words that you said.
Wait a second. What int is?
Lieutenant.
Okay. Yeah, you could. This guy said this.
Hey, we gotta go up north. You know, it's fucking cold. Let's go.
It's cold. There'll be a frost thing and a temple, and there's going to be an Aegis in there.
It could be amongst other Lenorm hordes, but they may be interested in knowing that such a thing is out there.
If he could give us a list of the existing Lenorms by CR, that would be awesome. Those were just general locations
He's
on the
kind
map.
of hinting that the Iceland Norm might be lower CR than the
Yeah, exactly.
than the two-headed Tarn Lenorm that's swimming around in and what is it called? Tomerstock Lake. As a DM, as one who does prep, I've got both lairs and both encounters prepped, and their hordes prepped. So whichever one you want to go after first, that's fine.
I'm cool with the frosty breaches.
I hope that these giant gods and perhaps the Temple of Anom can help you with your questions.
Well, let's hope so. At least make the dream stop.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a visit to make off-world. Perhaps I will have other uses for my little gnome friend.
Please make those uses far, far away. Far away.
Help me in this. Help me get vengeance upon the Frostlenorm that slew my friends back long ago. And I will reward you, as I do the others that help me from time to time.
I can do that for you.
Good. May Heimdall be with you in your travels and conflicts.
So the priests of Heimdall cut off their eyelids?
Where is this gnome?
I gotta get got an iffy piece of magic equipment I put in here.
What kind of iffy?
Well, brawling braces of armor +4. Brawling is something you usually add to armor. Figured if they're braces of armor, that'd be okay.
I think you can add
I
them
think
to it,
generally that's okay if you have the.
but they become
+1.
+6 bracers effectively. The market price is like you don't have the right price listed there.
Brawling's +1.
Brawling's a +1.
Is it +1? I thought
Yeah.
it's +2.
No, it's +1.
It impacting is +2. This is one that Uka has.
All right, bracers of armor, a +5 is 25,000. Okay, so yeah, you can do that.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure I was okay with you.
Yep. And what does it do?
It gives me a +2 for unarmed attacks and damage.
It's just a bonus.
Yeah.
What a Twinkie plus.
Just a bonus.
It's just a bonus. It stacks with natural armor. It stacks with bards. It stacks with good hope.
They do
I want
know-
to
So yeah, I took that.
It's 2 weapon focus feats and a weapon specialization feat. Just there.
yeah, it you stick it on
Nice.
your armor, sure.
There we go.
Normally
I think
monks can't get that, but you figured out a way for monks to get that.
and a also +2 to grapple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid.
Then that is the right. The rest of the magic looks pretty simple.
Yeah, it's all your basic.
Temple sword, really?
Why would
You
you not
might
take
not
that?
want to punch something. You don't know.
I don't want to touch it.
He's Mark. Of course it's going to be one of the weird Eastern weapons because they're broken. Because there's some weeaboo out there who's just like, but the katana has to be the best sword ever because of the samurais.
I remember the masterwork bastard sword argument from back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the katana masterwork bastard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's
like, that's what it is. Shut up.
Yeah.
And you're a guardian. Cool.
Yep.
Background neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
I like what you put down for your source.
Yeah, I have to give you a trait. I'll just highlight
I had
that
a good laugh about that.
to put that there.
what's
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Mythic human growth.
The original trait for this guy was.
He's on the super drugs. Is he a mutagenic brawler or is he just a regular brawler?
Dark vision, because I'm a dwarf. I don't
He
know.
did a weird, I think, mutagen brawler.
He's a mutagenic brawler?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, as a trait, I would say you could have dark vision. So dwarf vision.
Dwarf vision. Robots in disguise. Damn, you're ugly.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
dragon
hate
guy
this
is
guy.
what I'm really worried about here.
So yeah, as a guardian, our front line went from being kind of weak to being like pretty gronk.
No, it was already pretty gronk, and then this is just shoring it up.
Lemmy, you're pretty safe. If
Yeah.
you're getting punched, you've done something wrong.
And then,
You've done something wrong. Or it's like ethereal filching punchers or something like that. Zipping
Ethereal
into the
brawlers, oh no!
zipping into the back ranks to punch
Yep.
ethereal
I'm gonna write that
slappers.
down for later. Ethereal brawlers. I like that.
Whap! It's my whapper.
Okay, Altagar then actually travels north via ship, and it's kind of like while you guys were traveling up Yggdrasil, like apparently there was nothing stopping him from scrying on you guys, because Oberon has the anti-scrying or the detect scrying aura, and he wasn't with you for months. So,
I don't have that on my. I don't cast that. Yep.
Right. So Morfar has just been watching.
Looking at my beehole. Do we know who he was scrying on? I guess not.
Well, he probably sees no prince.
He probably knows that. Yeah, he's. Well, it sounds like he already knows that we're like, we should probably kill a dragon to make up for it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't we kill a Lenorm to bring it to the king? Then maybe they'll make him feel good.
Yeah, and Morfar seems to have like, well, maybe you should avoid that Lenorm and go after this Lenorm because there's a giant temple there and there's lots to learn.
And also, for some a little bit of personal vengeance. That could have been a lie too.
As you're
but-
turning to learn, where are you going? You should. You guys gave him the club? No, you guys still have the club, right?
We still have the club.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure that they bring the club with the tooth at the end of it.
Okay.
I will